I'm an engineer. I'm a engineer.
I'm a goddamn engineer. I'm an engineer.
I'm an engineer. I'm not an engineer. I haven't been one for like years.
So there's a little inconsistency here.
What education does he have? He dropped out after a semester.
I'm a dropout myself.
Self-talk, guys.
Mutahar claimed to be an exceptionally successful day trader.
One of my side hobbies turned second profession of mine is day trading.
You're a successful YouTuber. Why do you also have to be a professional day trader?
Yeah, I'm the CEO of our own company. Like, I'm the CEO of like our own group.
You're a CEO running your own company, but then you're also posting daily videos. There's no way. Why does this guy lie so much?
My work day doesn't end until like 4 p.m.
He runs his own business, but he's also Twitch streaming at the same time. But he's getting up at 7 in the morning to get to his job by 9 to be done by 4. This guy doesn't work any real job.
So when you read 1,000 comments, you're like, all right, let me line up and get ready, boys.
So you have time to run your business, live stream stuff, research videos, record videos, edit the videos yourself, and then be on Reddit all day and Twitter all day, and then also read all your comments for every single YouTube video every day. I definitely believe all these things. I think Mutahar is worse than Pirate Software. All right, guys. We mean to get to this for the past couple of days, and every time I come on, something else comes up, and I'm like, oh. But it's just called Mutahar has been a fake engineer for 10 years. I don't know. Is he... Chad, is Mutahar here on a invalid H-1B visa? What the heck? Anyway, I'm curious about it. I'm not like a huge fan of Mutahar, but this kind of feels like it's now like quote unquote okay in the commentary sphere to go after Mutahar or to criticize him now. Whereas before, even if there were reasonable criticisms, people would be like, no, he's a good guy, you know. So now that he's on the outs, I'm a little skeptical of everything that comes out about him, because now some of the more crazy opinions might come out. But also maybe this is legit. I don't know. So let's see what we got here.
I'm Nicandros. If you've been following Some Ordinary Gamers or Mutahar's behavior the past year or so, you might have noticed that
this guy has a heck of a voice.
Something is up. He quits Twitter suddenly, causing people to panic, and then
I mean, didn't he quit Twitter because it was like really toxic and racist? Which is kind of true. There was a big, I mean, it's still going on, but there was a huge period where they were like really like hateful to Indian people, so it kind of makes sense.
Joins Twitter quietly months later. He says he won't buy a Nintendo Switch 2.
Which is actually kind of a decent way to do it. You quit and you're like, all right, I'm going to come back, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. That makes sense.
And then instantly buys one when it comes out. There was even that time he decided...
Was it a clickbait title? That's just like stupid. You know, he should have been like, oh, the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to suck. I'm still buying it though. You know what I mean? Just something like that.
Vowed his longtime friend, Nuxtaku. But then he took the video down and apologized.
Cuxtaku, the biggest political fucking loser I've really ever seen on the internet.
Apparently he overreacted to a video.
I think the biggest issue is that he plays this game where he has like shit political opinions, but then when you push him on it, he's like, I'm just existing in the chaos. I criticize everybody. He doesn't really. He's very right wing. But then he's like, I hate that chaos thing. Like, I disagree with other people too. But like, you know, Ben Shapiro's on here and he's like, here are my opinions, and I mean it. Oh, I can respect that. We got like, here are my opinions, guys. I'm gonna hide behind a VTube model and then say that I'm just existing in the chaos and I don't really care about anything. It's like, oh, that's coward shit. That's immature. So
criticizing him for watching lowly hentai with Nuxtaku. And
those look awfully young.
Not for anything else.
Wait, you showed more in those videos?
That's a video I'm still working on. And this video you're about to watch right now is a little appetizer I've cut out of its body of research, because it was getting too bloated, as it is. Anyway, despite saying he would quit drama, not only did Mutahar return to drama...
It's crazy. Oh yeah, it seems like jumping on Hassan is the big thing to do. Which, by the way, Hassan sucks, but I've been like so bored of like the whole Hassan stuff. I'm trying to do different stuff. I see like right now, it's, you know, it's the Hassan, Ethan, big is still big. iDubbbz still kind of big. I just can't do it. It's just like so boring. I'm trying to do different stuff, like more fun stuff, you know. Especially conversations with some like controversial TikTokers has been pretty good. The past couple were fun.
He decided to join forces with Ethan Klein to go after Hassan Piker. It's an
well, they were suing Noah Samson, but
choice because Ethan doesn't exactly have the highest opinion of Mutahar.
Do you have the part where Mutahar runs outside with a gun?
I don't, but
I'm like, dude, these people are insane. Boogie's not even the craziest one in that room still. There's a point where Mutahar goes, oh shit, is someone stealing my car? And he runs outside with a gun.
Whoa, he actually just walked into the corner of his room that wasn't visible on camera and cocked an airsoft pistol. Oh, okay.
And then he comes in 30 seconds later and goes, oh no, it's chill, it's just my brother.
Oh my God.
This pseudo badass weird fucking shtick he's doing is not it. And frankly, he's so mean-spirited and nasty, and he has this weird thing where he needs to act like cool and that he's so successful and rich. He tells Boogie, dude, why don't you upload more? I upload every day and YouTube's not even my job. I was like, shut the fuck up, bro.
What's his actual job?
I think he considers
YouTube's my job, I'll tell you. You should upload every day, you know, but this is you know, this is a job. It's very fortunate too.
He thinks his real job is being a day trader. I might be wrong about that, but I mean, that's pretty funny. But like, yes, it is. Shut up, bro. I'm uploading every day.
That's weird. I almost swear that he was running some kind of gas station or something. That's what I heard.
Ugh, I really got turned off by Mutahar in that one, man. Really did.
So Mutahar is a poser, and he lies about having a job outside of YouTube. Those are pretty heavy
Well, I mean, you know, Ethan's also watching LolCow podcast. He used to have a big contention with Keemstar, so it seems like he doesn't really hold grudges too long, you know? I don't know.
Accusations. But who has the time to watch through over a decade of videos and streams to check if he's telling a consistent story?
I do, but I have no interest.
Certainly don't, but I know a much faster way of achieving the same end result with only a few hours of effort.
Ask Grok. Let's ask Grok. Let's see. We could ask Grok. That's how you do it, right? That's how you would do that. Grok, is Mutahar a fake engineer? We'll find out, guys, and then we can end the video. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. Mutahar Anus, known as SomeOrdinaryGamers, has faced allegations of falsely claiming to be an engineer over a decade. Or over a decade. A YouTube video by Nick Andros. Whoa, he's made it big. Groccolini posted July 27th, 2025. That's crazy. Claims Mutahar lacks a formal engineering degree or license and has made contradictory statements about his qualifications. The video points to inconsistencies such as Mutahar's struggle with basic Arch Linux functions despite claiming expertise and alleged missteps in handling charity tax obligations. Wow. There's a lot of words there. Let's continue.
I can just search all of his video transcripts at once for certain keywords and timeline the claims he's made.
I play video games and scratch my balls most days when I'm not working. I wake up, I scratch my balls, I do my job, and then I fucking play some video games.
You just scratch your balls once? That's crazy.
Up, scratch my balls, play some Mass Effect, make a video, and like do some of my stock work, and that's it. I wake up, I scratch my balls, and I play some Mass Effect, okay? I wake
This does come off as like, hey guys, I'm just like a chill dude. I'm casual as fuck. Which, by the way, I get it because I'm casual. Like, I'm very fortunate to be doing what I'm doing, but it comes off a little weird, I guess.
Wake up every day, I do my job, I scratch my balls.
Scratch my balls? I'm relatable. I have balls to scratch, baby.
Play around with Linux, some video games, and that's my life, dude.
Before we get
Linux
into it, isn't this stalking? Isn't this a violation of privacy?
No, I don't think so. You're going through his old videos. Nobody actually thinks that at all.
No, I am going by information Mutahar has made public.
Yeah, maybe you need better soap, brother.
Through pieces of
or maybe you stop using, better soap, some more moisturizing ball soap.
Media he's voluntarily published on his YouTube channel, or public media appearances he has consented to. I'm also using information from a video that shows his LinkedIn page, which is something he seems to be cool with. He can do whatever he wants in his private life, but if he's claiming to be a doctor or an engineer to make his perspectives more valuable to an audience, validating the truthfulness of these claims about his life become a matter
Am I on Grok? I don't know.
of public interest. If a history channel was receiving undisclosed funding from a foreign state, publishing that information would be in the public interest, even if that knowledge was gained through violations of privacy. Violating someone's privacy to humiliate them by exposing their porn browsing habits would not be in the public interest. But I haven't gone there, and I don't need to. I also completely disavow and denounce any kind of harassment or actual stalking behavior.
I agree. I'm a little confused with this. Papa, I looked myself up on this. Papa God, whose real name is Maurice Gutierrez. Guys, I don't know if you knew that. I'm the light-skinned Hispanic guy. Is an American social media influencer, YouTuber, and Twitch streamer known for creating commentary and reaction videos. So far, yes, often focusing on socio-political topics. That can be true. And drama slop. I said that, not that. He started his YouTube channel on November 3rd, 2018. Is that true? Wait, what? All right, it's kind of true because my old channel, the Papa Gut Archive channel, November 3rd, 2018. But I do use a different one. I did like a little reformatting, and it's November 11th, 2021. Okay, gotcha. I guess that's true. Let's see. His first video uploaded in June of 2020. Wow. Guys, it's true. This is my first video in June. You guys ready for the really good audio quality?
All right, so I'm going to go through this TikTok.
Wow, that's a beautiful thing. Incredible stuff, Papa God. Great microphone work, you stupid fat fuck. His content includes reactions to TikTok videos. That is true. I've shied away from that, and I now kind of focus on just YouTube content and plugging my YouTube content on other short form platforms. Discussions on social issues and support for movements like Stop Killing Games. I agree with that one. Yes, I like Stop Killing Games. He has a significant following with over 322,000 followers on his current TikTok account after a previous ban. That is technically true, but also what? My current TikTok is sitting at 781,900 followers. Wow. Papa God, you are so impressive. But I guess that's more than 322. And is recognized for his outspoken and sometimes controversial takes, which included past statements criticized as homophobic and transphobic. Is that true? I feel like I've never said anything homophobic or transphobic in public. I've said it in private, but that's not the same. That's not the same. He's married to a social worker, but keeps his personal life private. That part is true, and mostly true, and has an estimated worth of $50,000 as of 2024 from his online presence and brand partnerships. Well, I don't have any brand partnerships, and I don't really understand how to calculate net worth. So, how do you calculate net worth? Yeah, I have no idea. I don't care. I don't know. I don't care how to do net worth. Right. His personality is often described as ESFJ, in parentheses, MBTI, and Enneagram Type 2, the Helper. What the fuck is this? Reflecting his social and supportive demeanor with a Sagittarius zodiac sign aligning with his outgoing nature. What the fuck are you talking about? I was born in March, so that's not true. And I don't know what the fuck this code means here. I don't know if this is a continue code for like a fucking Sega Saturn or Sega Genesis or something, but whatever. I'm so fucking confused. So fucking confused. So these are apparently the 4 posts that it's referencing. Let's start with the first post. But I wouldn't have looked at this and necessarily thought that BM stood for black male and then his birthday.
Okay, you're retarded.
So interesting. Happy birthday, King. You know, that's definitely a fantastic reference for this piece. I could see what information they got out of this piece there. It makes a lot of sense there. That must have been where they got my name. What the fuck? That's not even a reference. Here's a clip about me, I guess. About my video, they said, here's a video Papa got reacting to Nuxaku, who literally says it at 420. This is a long time ago. I'm not even going to talk about this. This is back when I was just still in an open relationship, and that's a whole other fucking monster. And this is somebody calling me a fake virtue signaling clown who makes money. Okay, gotcha. That's probably the most relevant one. I'm not really sure. What the fuck is that? Oh, this is also what it's referencing. Oh, here are the actual references. TikTok Wikipedia. All right. All right. I didn't know I was so popular. Here's the greatest picture of Papa God ever. And this is a thing that I don't understand. So great stuff. You know, that was great. We really love it. We love some stuff.
Yeah. Based on my findings, Mutahar has consistently claimed that YouTube isn't his job.
Hey, YouTube isn't my job. Thank God my job isn't YouTube.
YouTube is not my job.
Not my job.
YouTube is not my job. YouTube is not my job.
YouTube is not my job.
YouTube is not my job.
I use YouTube as a hobby. This is not a job for me, okay?
He works a regular 9 to 5.
Like, I work a regular job every day.
I don't think I've ever believed that, by the way. Like, why would he? That's probably not true.
My office, I work, I come home, I cut together the video that I
He's probably like a landlord.
recorded the night, or 2 nights or whatever before, and I post that on the internet. It is a therapeutic, fun thing for me.
So what is that job? If you ask Mutahar's fans, they think he's a cybersecurity expert, an IT professional, a video editor. Ethan said day trader.
I remember a while back during some of the Tipster controversy. We're getting some deep in the lore. I remember Tipster. I'm pretty sure Mutahar criticized Tipster for being like a fake cybersecurity guy or something, and saying like, oh, he's actually cringe cybersecurity or something. So. I don't know.
There'd be an awful lot of uncertainty about this definitely real job that Mutahar has.
I think he's a landlord, unironically. His regular job is probably owning properties and like visiting them every once in a while.
Mutahar's also insisted
maybe a few gas stations.
Throughout his career that he is an engineer.
I'm an engineer. I'm a fucking engineer. I'm a goddamn engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm a fucking engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm only an engineer. Okay,
I'm a medic. Medic!
Engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm just an engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm just a fucking engineer. I'm a goddamn engineer. I'm a fucking engineer. I'm an engineer.
I'm just an engineer, guys.
I'm an engineer. As an engineer, being an engineer, I have to tell you as an engineer. I'm just a dumb engineer as an engineer. My engineer asked, but as an engineer, so I'm just a fucking dumb fucking engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer. As an engineer, I'm an engineer. As somebody that is an engineer, as an engineer.
I'm an engineer.
I'm the number one engineer as an engineer. As an engineer. All right, as an engineer.
What the fuck is an engineer? Like, what is an engineer? It said AI. Grok told me. Regular AI. As a professional who uses scientific and mathematical knowledge to design, build, and maintain structures, machines, and systems. Okay, I still don't quite understand what that means, but I don't think I have to. Because this isn't my job, guys. I'm an engineer.
I'm just an engineer. Speaking of somebody that is an engineer, I'm an engineer.
But there's multiple types of engineers, so what kind of engineer is he?
I'm a fucking computer engineer.
Whoa! What was that white guy? What the hell was that? Who the fuck? Jesus, what the fuck is this?
Engineer. I'm a computer engineer. Dude, I'm a fucking computer engineer.
I'm a YouTuber. Why are you asking me?
And I'm just like a computer engineer by default. Like, I'm a fucking computer engineer. I'm a fucking computer enginer. You want to talk about cyber warfare?
What the hell was that? Why was there a beeper in there?
I'm a computer engineer by trade. I'm a computer engineer.
I said a beeper, a smoke detector.
I'm a computer engineer. I'm a computer engineer. No, I'm a computer engineer, okay? I'm a fucking computer engineer. I'm a computer engineer.
I think this guy might be a computer engineer.
In the United States, people throw around the word engineer like candy. But in Canada, it's a bit more protected. Especially in Ontario, where Mutahar lives.
I've never heard people throw that around like that. What?
Now, I do want to give the disclaimer that I'm not a lawyer.
Oh, no.
Or a Canadian. I'm just a guy who looks stuff up online, and based on what I've read, it's...
Tech support stolen valor. That's funny. That's crazy.
Actually illegal to call yourself an engineer if you are not a licensed engineer.
Oh shit, they're really trying to go after this motherfucker.
The Ontario Engineering Regulatory Body, Professional Engineers Ontario, claims to take offense to even titles like software engineer being used instead of software developer, but they do make an exception for terms like train engineer, broadcast engineer, or sound engineer.
I know about train engineer. That's the only one I know about.
Which are not professional engineers in the same way that a computer engineer or a civil engineer would be. Calling yourself a computer engineer to a public audience is like saying that you're a civil...
It's like calling yourself a doctor when you're actually a doctor of chiropractic, or doctor of the needles. What are the needles ones called? They put the needles in your knees and they make your knee feel better. It's not the same thing as a real doctor. Oh, I'm a doctor of mathematics. Sorry, the only doctor I respect is Dr. Steve Brule. We know that, regular doctors, those are the normal, you know what I mean? Like, technically, you're a doctor. Oh, I have my doctorate. I have my doctorate in fucking women's studies. Oh, yeah? Can you teach me how to talk to a woman then? Because I'm struggling. Like, what? We're talking about regular doctors that check my balls. Tell me about my hygiene. How could it be better?
Civil engineer or a mechanical engineer.
Yeah, acupuncturist.
You might as well call yourself a doctor or a therapist. For Mutahar to be a licensed computer engineer, for him to be able to legally call himself a computer engineer, or an engineer in general, he would need a 4-year degree, 4 years of training, and to pass the National Professional Practice Exam. If he had just
I knew that.
degree, then he could only call himself a computer engineer graduate. This is where things become a little bit difficult, because Mutahar is apparently not just a computer engineer.
Yep. I'm a video engineer.
I knew that.
I think I know how this shit fucking works. Speaking out of an engineer, like, if I wasn't a computer science engineer, I wouldn't speak about Elon being an idiot. But as an
Why? He does dumb shit.
engineer, yeah, I'm gonna call him a fucking idiot because he does do idiotic statements. This is why, as a cybersecurity engineer,
well, like, what are the? I'm assuming he's referring to statements about being an engineer guy.
A computer engineer is very much a real thing, but a video engineer or a broadcast engineer isn't a real professional engineer. While computer science graduates often work in software development, sometimes called software engineering, computer science isn't an engineering discipline. So computer
Are we just actuallying his degree?
Science engineer doesn't really make sense. Cybersecurity engineer is once again using the word engineer as just a job title.
Who the fuck is Ross? I know who Nick is, but Ick and Ross. I don't know who the fuck Ross is.
Mutahar clearly wants the prestige of being perceived as an engineer, given that he's been calling himself an engineer for the past 10 years. And he uses this title to make himself more authoritative.
But I'm an engineer. I know how this stuff is going,
Me
so
too.
I'm not even speaking out of pocket right here, okay? If you want to disagree with me,
He's completely in his pockets right now. It's incredible.
feel free. But
He's a pocket protector.
you're actually wrong. As somebody who is a computer, engineer, somebody who understands computer code, for instance, hearing
Me too,
Elon
man.
talk about computers and anything code related is actually mind-boggling.
Yep, I know what to talk about. I'm an expert on Code Lyoko, specifically.
Stupid.
It's not clear what kind
Never actually watched the show. Always made me kind of cringe. I watched Zoids, though. Those were back to back in the morning.
Kind of an engineer he is.
I think.
So,
I don't know.
what education does he have?
Like, it's a really good explanation of why, like, I think engineering is, like, the road to go down when I was studying. I'm like...
So, he would have an engineering degree.
I went to university for computer sciences, and that's it. Education background, asking because a lot of CS knowledge. Yeah, well, I did computer engineering when I fucking went to college. That's
what does it say?
what I did.
Okay.
Just pretend all he said was computer science for now. I found the clip really late in this video's creation, and I'm too lazy to rewrite this segment. Gosh. Why don't you just show it? What?
Yeah, well, I did computer engineering when I fucking went to college. That's what I did.
Okay, so at least a computer science degree.
I thought when I got into university for a while, and I dropped out like a semester in because I was like, okay, no.
Oh, he dropped out after a semester.
I'm a dropout myself. I've never finished university, but I'm not going to dog on like school. You know what I mean? Like,
damn. Self-taught, guys. He's a self-made millionaire. Life of pie? I am hungry.
If you're going to learn to be if you're going to be an engineer, if you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, if you're going to be in the STEM field, you need to go to university, okay?
You need to go to university to be an engineer. But Mutahar is a dropout. He has no degree.
Were you a computer science major? Yeah, that's what I went to for college for a little bit, dropped out of it, you know. I feel like there's a weird misconception. People think I'm like some fucking crazy degree holder. It's like, no. No, I would have been way more in fucking university debt if I went down that.
So is the issue that, like, when he's doing his videos, he says that he's this big wig engineer guy, kind of? And then on his streams, when he's actually himself, he's like, yeah, no, I kind of just like went to school for it. It is a little interesting. When was the last time he said he was an engineer? That's the biggest thing. All right, this is the bit with the engineer. 24.
Is an engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer.
25. Oh, yikes. He said he's an engineer in 2025?
As an engineer. All right, as an engineer, I'm just an engineer. Speaking of somebody that is an engineer, I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer.
Wow, is this in context that he's an engineer? Damn. It's rough stuff, man. As 2025, he still hasn't dropped the I'm an engineer. Yikes. Damn.
That fucking round.
I sure wonder why people might have that impression.
Is it bad if you don't get a STEM degree? Look, I'm gonna sound biased as fuck, but STEM degrees all the way. I'm gonna sound biased because, you know, as an engineer, like, you know, you want to get the degree that's gonna...
Oh, man. This is from 2023. All right. If it was like a year or so, maybe I'd give him a break.
You a job. You know, a good job.
Damn.
Not saying other degrees can't, but, like, you gotta be smart.
This guy literally is like H-1B visa stolen valor, dude. What the fuck?
Sometimes he says he didn't always want to be an engineer.
My biggest thing was I didn't really want to be an engineer anyways. Growing up, I didn't really want to do anything.
This is from 2020.
I actually wanted to do law. I didn't go through law. Honestly, I didn't even want to be an engineer when I grew
This is from 2020 as well.
up. Like, I wanted to be a lawyer for the longest times.
Other times,
Yep. Couldn't do it, though. Wasn't his calling. What was his real calling? Old people on the telephone, telling them not to redeem it. His name is Mutahar, not Judahar. I could say it. I'm Jewish. Don't attack me, please. YouTube. Let my people go. Let us be free.
he says he's a former engineer.
So, like, being a former engineer, like, I virtualized, like, everything, so I, like...
This one is from 2023, so, okay, he started to say former.
Shit.
Even an ex-engineer.
The coolest ways possible. I'm like a fucking ex-engineer.
Ex-engineer. Yep, there you go. He works for Elon Musk, ex-engineer.
But here's the thing. He's been saying he used to be an engineer, or that he worked as an engineer, for 10 years.
I wanted to share sort of my engineering background with you. Okay, I worked as a
All right, the engineering background, I'll give him a pass.
fucking engineer.
That one you can't give him a pass for. Wait, hold on. You can't give him a pass for that one.
All right, before
10 years.
I wanted to share sort of my engineering background with you. Okay, I worked as a fucking engineer. All right, before I went into this shit.
Oh, man. Damn, that's 2015, boy.
I know this. I also like to mess around with technology. I myself used to
Me too. I bought a VR headset. I do stuff with
be
it.
an engineer before I went to the video editing route.
Mutahar started his channel in 2012, the same year he turned 18. By video editing route, he means that he switched careers after his channel began taking off.
And the interesting thing about this whole YouTube stuff is it actually made me change my entire career choice. You know, I never really thought of myself as an individual who, I mean, I expressed talents in film production and everything, and, you know, I never really threw myself into it. I did stuff
Is he a theater kid?
on the side, even before YouTube as well. But this really changed me, and it made me more passionate in the whole, you know, video production side too. So now that is my field of choice. Now I work as a video editor. For those of you who don't know what I do outside of YouTube, I do that. I work as a video editor for my own post stuff.
All the programming.
But he says he works as a video editor. Is he saying that he works for somebody else?
I don't know what I do. Passionate in the whole, you know, video production side too. So now that is my field of choice. Now I work as a video editor. For those of you who don't know what I do outside of YouTube, I do that. I work as a video editor for my own post stuff.
Is he just talking about editing his own stuff? That's not a... I don't really... That's a weird... What the fuck is this? Toy Story song? He used a Toy Story song in this video? Okay. What?
video editor. For those of you who don't know what I do outside of YouTube, I do that. I work as a video editor for my own post stuff.
Is he saying that he's his own video? I feel like you wouldn't call yourself a video editor if you've edited for yourself. I'm just a little confused with that. That's just like a weird thing. Like, my editor is a video editor. When I used to edit for myself, I didn't call myself a video editor. Like, I'm a content creator, and I would do editing myself. Okay, whatever.
All the programming, cybersecurity,
this doesn't matter. It's nitpicky.
Penetration testing work he talks about early on are...
Well, this is the problem. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about, because Mutahar does do cybersecurity. People don't understand this. But, like, I don't know if you know this. Pirate Software, huge epic hacker guy. He's a pro hacker, and one of the things that he did was he would do these things called phishing scams with a PH. Kind of like how, you know, if you're fat with a PH, you're cool, right? If you fish with an F, you're probably cringe and have bad Tinder profile pictures holding the fish up. But if you do phishing with a PH, that means you're fucking cool as hell. So what he do is you do phishing scams. What is that? You send people emails. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, hello, Mr. Johnson. We accidentally charged you $500 for your biannual, you know, thing for your super cool object. And it's like, oh, fuck. Then you can call this number if you want to cancel it. Now, of course, if you actually look at your, you know, your bank statement, there was no charge. But this is where you get into the mind of a hacker. They think there's a charge. It's master manipulation. It's called pro hacking. Hacking with a PH, of course. And so all of a sudden, boom, 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 all of a sudden Mutahar's on the phone with these guys. And he's like, hi, my name's John. You want to cancel this? You want to cancel this? This charge? No problem. Let me go in there. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. I accidentally gave you $5,000. My boss is going to fucking kill me. Oh, my God. Ma'am, please, can you send me $4,500 but in Target gift cards instead? Okay. No problem. Goes to the store, $5,000 worth of gift cards, send it over. All of a sudden, boom, you're pro hacker. You just made $4,500 in Target gift cards. Incredible amount. Incredible. Then you sell those to online websites for like probably 80% of the value. But you've still made a considerable amount of money. Pro hacking 101. He's a hacker as well as an engineer.
Jobs he supposedly did before he did YouTube, and he didn't like doing it.
Before this, I was a depressed individual, and I was going to go through a certain set path in my career. And
you were 18 years old. How are you doing? Are you allowed to be depressed at 18? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a silly goose.
Just go through that and move on, right? And there was a point where I really didn't think there was much else. I was going to go through the motions and everything. And then, you know, to cut down on the stress, and I still have stress issues nowadays, but, you know, back then I had a crazy amount of depression and stress issues. And so to counteract that, I decided, you know, why not do YouTube? And so,
YouTube.
One night
I'm so depressed, let's do YouTube.
Went onto the Google Create account and did it, and, and then we started making videos.
I told you guys, I'm a guy who used to code bank applications. Really boring shit.
Guys, you know what he means by coding bank applications? So what you do is when you're in the middle of your professional hacking, right? When you're pro hacking and you have that old woman on the phone, you're like, oh, let me take control of your computer. All of a sudden, you do some stuff. You open up the, the source. You do it. I can't even do it. I don't even know how to stats for nerds. I don't even know if that's it. You open up the source page. I don't know. You press a button and you do it. F12. Open it up. Guys, look at me. I'm doing it. I'm a pro hacker. Right? That's what he said he did again?
And then we started making videos.
I told you guys, I'm a guy who used to code bank applications.
Oh, you code bank applications. And all of a sudden, you can go into the bank application. Let's say it says $5,000 here. You can make it say $500. Just on that webpage, though. That's what he's talking about.
It's really boring shit. Now I'm a dude who cuts stuff together.
Whoa.
All right? Who edits stuff. You know, who does stuff for film, TV, all that stuff. And I can't stress to you all how important that is to me. And you all have inspired me to go out and chase that dream. You all inspired me to fucking sit in front of my computer and make a video when I have some off time, and I fucking love doing it.
When you have some off time, but isn't this your job now? Wouldn't this always be your off time? Isn't he just say he was an editor for his job? When I have some off time.
Baby Mutahar liked to edit videos, and after starting
clearly, yes, he does.
In YouTube, he switched careers from computer engineering to film and television, and this is where his actual education comes in.
Yeah, I mean, I have an education for. I used to take a game. I graduated like a game and web design school years ago, a lot of years ago, like 15 plus years ago. And it was like it was mostly a waste because like they're getting rid of the degree I was doing, so like only my first class in like 3D modeling and stuff was good. The rest was shit. because they had a teacher who had no idea what they were doing, and I did learn some editing there, which I think did help with what I do now, because I do still make my own editing for some stuff, and it just makes it a lot easier to be able to like help teach my editor do some stuff as well. So yeah, I'm basically an engineer, guys.
I worked in film and TV before I still don't have a fancy fucking degree, okay? And there we go, I filmed it, alright? I used my film degree to something.
He calls it a film degree, but it's actually a 2-year broadcasting/videography diploma.
Yeah, he's a theater guy.
Got from Humber College between 2013 and
Humber? My wife gives me Humbers sometimes.
2015. If he went back to studying to get an actual
what the hell's a Hummer?
Engineering degree, he never mentioned anything about it. Not a single slip. Mutahar was never a real engineer, but he's been calling himself one for a decade because of tech jobs he supposedly had before 2013 or 2012.
Because I never tell people like what I do. Like I never tell people anything, right? Like I don't even tell people I'm not an engineer. I haven't been one for like years, like fucking for eons at this point, right? Like an internet time.
This is 2022, so there's a little inconsistency here.
What he calls him being an engineer is...
I'm basically an indie game developer because I went to a game and web design school and I learned how to use 3D modeling Maya when I was 18, so 19 maybe. Basically made my own games.
Something he did for only a little bit.
I can imagine, like, for families, like, I mean, just an Indian family alone, it's like, son, you've got 3 choices for what you're doing, all right? You got 3 character classes, doctor, engineer, or maybe a lawyer, all right? Like, that's it. So, you know, I did one of them for a little bit, and then I just pretty much stuck to it.
Yeah, I just don't, I mean, like, I guess I do know why. I mean, it seems pretty clear to me that he's stuck in some weird area. Maybe he has imposter syndrome, but doesn't think he deserves it. I don't think that's what it is, though. It just sounds like he's trying to use his history to give him credibility as to why what he says matters. So he's like, well, I was an engineer, so you should take what I have to say with greater weight than other people. But it's like, I'm fat. Take me more with greater weight. No, but it's just like, it's stupid. It's just stupid to say that. It just makes yourself look dumb, especially since you're still doing it now. It's one thing you're in 2015, you're being a dumb bitch, whatever. That's years ago. You were young. But now you're a grown-ass fucking man. How are you still doing it?
You know, this life now.
Imagine if you worked as a mechanic in high school, and 10 years after quitting that job, you're still introducing yourself as a mechanical engineer. From 2015 to 2020, he claimed to primarily work as a video editor.
That's because I'm a fucking editor in real life anyway, so... Ever since I became a video editor, and that was my job in life, I work as a video editor.
Isn't he 18 at this point, too? Like, how could you have been an engineer before? Wait, some ordinary gamers... age. He's 31. What the fuck? Wait, he's not even... Wait, there's no way he's a fucking... Wait, hold on a second. Chat! Alright, so he's 21 here. How long do you have to go to school to be an engineer? How long do you have to go to school to be an engineer? At least 4 years. I guess... Wait, so he wouldn't even be... Probably wouldn't even be old enough to get his engineering degree at this point. Unless... Okay, something's weird about that. He's just a weird liar.
You know, that's my job.
By trade, what I do for a living is video editing.
I wasn't always a fucking video editor. Am I a fucking passionate video editor? Do I like my job? Yes, I do.
Why is he fucking jacking off over being an editor?
My job is video editing. I'm a video editor by trade.
No, I'm video editor. You know, that's how I pay for the strip club in the home.
And initially called himself a video engineer.
I'm a video engineer now. I think I know how this shit fucking works.
It's not a real...
He's calling himself a video engineer. So video editing makes you a video engineer now? Is that what it's... This is so silly. This is like the dumbest drama ever, but it just makes Mutahar look like a little goose. He's like a silly little guy. Like just a silly little liar. Like, just like an unnecessary liar, just so that he can get fake credibility. It's weird.
Engineering job, but he was still calling himself an engineer. In 2019, he conflated being a video engineer with being a computer engineer.
I'm a computer engineer, so I really computer, a video engineer, whatever you want to call it. I'm one of those people.
I'm a computer engineer, video engineer, whatever you call it. There's no way that you would conflate these two, no?
So,
again,
right?
Totally different qualifications. One is an actual professional engineer.
I'm a gooning engineer. Milady.
The other is a job title. In 2020, Mutahar claimed to be an exceptionally successful day trader.
Now, for those of you who don't know, one of my side hobbies turned basic, you know, general second profession of mine
is using the app Robinhood.
Is day trading, swing trading, whatever you want to call it.
I like to call it using the app Robinhood. That's probably what he's doing.
In the mornings, sip my coffee, you know, go on the NASDAQ, see what I can look pre-market, buy, sell, and be done by, what, 11 or something, and call it a day. Ladies and gentlemen...
This guy's gay. I don't know. This guy's just gay. I'm sorry to gay people out there. This guy's just gay. Guys, I'm an engineer. Guys, I'm a video editor. Guys, I like to day trade. I like to sit down. You make a lot of money on YouTube and you use Robinhood to invest and stuff. Like, that's great, man. That's awesome. Like, like, relax, okay? Why do you want to feel so fucking... What are you doing? Like, why do you want to feel like this? Just stop. It's weird. It's just strange. Like, you're a successful... Unironically, you're a successful YouTuber and people appreciate your commentary, even though you're in a little bit of controversy right now. And this was years ago. Why do you also have to be a professional engineer that actually dropped out of school? Or a professional video editor, and this, and a day trader, and a fucking gym teacher, and, you know, a ball scratcher, and a fucking gamer. And it's just like, just be happy with yourself. You have like reverse imposter syndrome. You think that you deserve your things too much. You have too high of you know what I mean? Like, chill the fuck out. You chill out. It's okay. It's okay to just be a dude on the internet who has some decent, I've never really watched his stuff, but has like some commentary that people appreciate about different things because you're a nerd that likes computer stuff. Hey, I'm a nerd that likes computer stuff, and I don't think this computer thing's too cool. But this is the problem, is he's been on YouTube since 2015. So for like 10 years now, and 10 years ago, it was more acceptable to be a lying bitch, right? So like 10 years ago, he's the most honest guy on the internet. When you have, you know, Trisha Paytas claiming she was a chicken nugget, he was considered somebody that would be like more honest back then because he's only lying about his degree. But back when, you know, people were saying wild shit. But nowadays things are different. People want like a more personal person. They want somebody who's like a real dude, you know. So
it's something that I've been doing for almost a year.
Almost a year now.
Give a couple months, and it's definitely a very like it's a fun part of my lifestyle. I'm a very mathy guy. I do a lot of calculations in my head. I lose money, but I generally have an 80-85% success rate, and that's just the nature of this stuff.
In 2021, he claimed his job was trading and investing.
My job right now, I just sit around and trade and invest. That's what my job is.
But he was still an engineer, or a computer engineer. Apparently his dad calls him an engineer who knows computers.
I'm sitting in the room, it's like, when it comes to computers, do you talk about it with my son? Do you act like an intelligent person? Because my son's a fucking engineer, okay? If I'm wrong about
maybe his dad watches his content, he doesn't want to disappoint him.
Computers, I'm gonna believe what my son says, because he's the fucking engineer, not a doctor. Like, fucking insane, dude.
That's crazy. This is the guy, Mutahar is the girl on Facebook that works 4 jobs. Right, and like, what does she do? Like, she's a part-time at Starbucks. She makes cookies once a month for sort of friends that want overpriced, shitty-tasting cookies. They also do some like Etsy stuff. They drop ship from other places and sell on Etsy. And then they have an OnlyFans. Like, that's Mutahar is right now. Hey guys, I'm an engineer and a video editor. Doesn't have any formal degree or anything. I'm also a day trader. Great. I'm a YouTuber too. I play video games. Like, we got the same guy. We got the same guy. We got the whole thing here. It's incredible.
But he also just sits at home and invests money.
I invest. That's my job now. I just sort of sit home and invest money.
Now, if I was ashamed of only being a YouTuber, that is the job I'd be claiming to have. When asked by guests on his podcast about his computer work, he claimed it's only a hobby now.
I don't know how much you want to delve into this, but like, do you do computer stuff on the side, or that's your main thing?
I literally just invest money. Like, I buy property and I invest, and that's all I do now.
Told you. Landlord. I don't understand. Why doesn't he just be like, yo, I'm a YouTuber, and none of this makes any sense. Why not just say, like, I'm a YouTuber and I spend my unnecessary amounts of money investing into properties and like fucking stocks.
At that point now, you're that big of a baller, Buddha?
I wouldn't say it's like baller. It's just like
Do you do programming? I don't know why that took me 3 different ways to ask.
I do it it's more of a hobbyist thing now for me personally. I'm trying to like work around with consoles at this point, like reverse engineer shit that I have.
Oh, gotcha.
What does that mean? To reverse engineer consoles? Make an emulator? Aren't there like a trillion of those?
So that's what I'm into now. It's just like it all has become like a hobbyist thing for me at this point. Like, just like for me, I look at it, it's like woodworking and shit. Like those woodworking channels. I'm like, this is just like me sitting down for 2 hours, like killing time and like working on a long form project, but not something that
that edit was funny.
I would ever care to ever be bothering doing again, even as a career path. It's just too stressful. Sure. It's like boring. Well, compared to anything that we do now, you know?
In 2023, he's calling himself an engineer a lot, just like before. But in March, he claims he just invests money again.
Were you into business before doing YouTube? No. After, like, you know, I worked and then it's pretty much like my job. Like, I work and then now I have enough money to, like, you know, buy property and like invest, and that's pretty much what I do.
In August, he gave the impression he still worked as an engineer.
All right, as an engineer, if I show up to my office and I fuck up, okay, I don't have a job anymore.
But then...
What was that again? That's in 2023. Oh my god. It's funny because like these are on Twitch streams. You can see at the bottom this is somebody who's just like archives his streams for him. So he's saying shit off the cuff, it sounds like, on his streams, and he doesn't think that it's going to stay in a long form capacity.
And he also mentions working at his own company that does asset management and property development.
At our company, like not YouTube, but outside YouTube, like when it comes to our main work property and everything, like our like asset management, property development, stuff like that.
So before YouTube.
What?
And property development.
At our company, like not YouTube, but outside YouTube, like when it comes to our main work property and everything, like
our company, not YouTube. What is he talking about?
Like asset management, property development, stuff like that.
So before YouTube, Mutahar did the computer programming cybersecurity work he thinks entitles him to call himself an engineer. Between 2013,
does he have a fake? Is he making up a fake company he supposedly works for? Maybe you know what? I think his dad is just watching, and he always wants to make sure that his dad isn't disappointed in him for not actually being an engineer or a doctor.
In 2015, he's studying his videography diploma. From 2015 to 2020, he's a video editor, and from 2021 onwards, he's a day trader, investor, and eventually the CEO of his own company.
Wow. You know, if Mutahar was actually muscular, he would probably be Red Pill. But he doesn't. I guess it doesn't work out. So.
That does asset management and property development.
Yeah, engineering company that open 24/7. Yeah, I have a couple of those by me. There's a few guys that look like him that work there too. I agree with that.
He's also calling himself an engineer the whole time. We already know he's not an actual engineer. But is he actually a business owner? Because there's some weird inconsistencies in the things he says about it as well.
As a boss, and I don't know, like, this is going to sound like kind of cold, but I don't make jokes at the office.
Yeah.
I don't make...
That doesn't sound cold at all. That sounds like normal if...
any fucking jokes at an office.
Yeah.
I am not this kind of Mutahar, okay? So to explain what kind of person I am, like at the office, I'm just like, how's work? What are we doing? What's the plan for today? Like, literally, it's as matter of frank as I can be.
Wow, that's incredible. So, to be honest with you, after seeing that, especially after the past 20 minutes of information, Mutahar's never worked a real job in his life. I just want people to understand that's my take on it. Saying it like, this might sound cold, but when I'm at the office, I don't make jokes. What? Yeah, no, what do you, of course you don't. Like, when I was at my job, in the professionals, like, I was a fucking bus washer. We clean poo-poos off of a bus. I got my official degree. I would make jokes with the guys because it didn't matter. But when I was inside the office, I wasn't making jokes because it's like a professional setting. And anybody who's done that before, like anybody who's worked a real job before, wouldn't feel the need to be like, yeah, I know it's kind of cold, but I wouldn't really make jokes at the office as a boss guy. Yeah, no shit. It's called being professional. What are you talking about? Like it's just like the fact that you think that that's a hot take is weird to me. It just seems strange. It's just strange. You're saying something that any normal person would be like, oh yeah, that's normal. But to you think it's like so abnormal because I don't think you've ever worked a real job before. I think like you got success when you were very young. So yeah, I'm a certified bus engineer, bus cleaning engineer. Yeah, so.
I don't partake in jokes. I don't do any of that fucking shit.
I don't partake.
If I see fucked up jokes, you know, which I haven't seen, I stop that shit right there.
That shit
I always
right there.
have to, like, you always have to be professional at your office. And sometimes you come across as, like, a deadpan motherfucker, but it's better to be deadpan.
Deadpan, dude.
So
true,
turn your office into, like, what I mean is, like, I never would have my office turn into, like, frat house workplace. Like, it would never be a frat house.
He would never allow his office to turn...
What the fuck are you talking about? What office?
...into a frat house. But 8 months later...
To be fair, like, there is a betting pool in amongst, like, my office friends, because we do talk about, like, which gig streamer's dying first.
Yeah, and,
Isn't that pretty fratty? Isn't that a fucked up joke?
And if I see fucked up jokes...
Hold on. What do you say?
Yeah, and,
there is a betting pool in amongst, like, my office friends, because we do talk about, like, which gig streamer's dying first.
Yeah, and,
oh, yeah. I don't think that he has any office friends. What is he talking about?
Isn't that pretty fratty? Isn't that a fucked up joke?
And if I see fucked up jokes, you know...
I don't think this guy works... I think this guy's just a YouTuber and he jacks off all day. That's it. I think that's what he does and he's ashamed of it. That's it.
I haven't seen. I stopped that shit right there.
Maybe he just sucks at maintaining a professional culture. Could it be possible that Mutahar has been faking having a job all along?
Yes,
doing daily
I'm pretty confident of that.
Uploads while being a CEO 9 to 5 is a pretty busy schedule, as Ethan
Also, if you're a CEO, you're not working 9 to 5, you're working like all day.
Said. When he was on the Unsubscribed podcast, Mutahar made sure to let everyone know he works 9 to 5, and that he's a very serious businessman.
Legitimately still have a 9 to 5.
Yeah, I have a 9 to 5.
Dude, he works in hours and hours. That's what, like, this is why I respect it. How many subs do you have on YouTube?
I think like 3.5 or 5 million or something. I don't know. I don't know the exact amount.
3.5, like 3.5 million. We'll say that. And you're still.
I'm assuming that's collectively. Although maybe he does it on his one channel. I don't know. He has like 3.5 mil on his main channel. This guy doesn't have a job.
Still doing multiple 9-to-5s where you're running different businesses. You were talking about.
Yeah, I'm the CEO of our own company. Like I'm the CEO of
Right.
like our own group. We do a lot of like property and like asset investment around where we live. We're getting into construction and everything too. So it's like for us, like our job is my job is a 9-to-5 every day.
You upload.
He doesn't do that. He just doesn't do this. I just don't believe him.
How many videos a week?
A day. Like I upload it every day.
Jesus. This is why
Jesus. None of this makes any sense to me. You're a CEO running your own company, but then you're also posting daily videos. Granted, they're like 15 to 30 minutes or 15 to 20 minutes, some 30. We'll say on average about 25 minutes a day. With research, this should take you, and editing your own videos, supposedly, this would take you like 3 or 4 hours a day. But that doesn't make any sense to me. Research, filming, and then editing, there's no way that you're producing it without it taking at least 2 hours, at least. On top of your 9-to-5 running multiple businesses, being a day trader, there's no fucking way. Why does this guy lie so much?
Exactly, and why I always.
He really loves bathing in that praise, but it's not enough. He needs to flex more.
Well, that's like the algorithm tell, right? Like when you're like an engineer and somebody's like, man, why does the algorithm keep feeding me? I'm like, bro, what's the last 10 things you watched?
That's from 2024.
Gay porn? It's probably going to give you the 11 videos. I'm just saying.
Driving there, we were talking about cybersecurity because that's what you went to school for. You're like, homeboy's very smart. You do actually business, and then.
Well, again, cybersecurity's like an associate's degree at like a community college, but okay.
YouTube is a
YouTube is always like the secondary side gig.
Then he brags about his charitable donations, and we see behind the curtain how uninformed Mutahar actually is.
Like for me, it's like $200,000 of charity, and it was like out of my personal accounts. I don't write any of this off for taxes because I don't believe in writing off charity for taxes. I think it's a pretty shitty thing to do.
Gay. Sorry.
Writing off charitable donations is a shitty thing to do. How? Why? All that means is that
I unironically don't believe him because I remember something, and this is like off the cuff, so maybe I'll get some of this wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's actually a fucking landlord. And there's no way that you would think that writing off your taxes, something like charity on your taxes, is a shitty thing to do, but being a landlord isn't. It doesn't really make sense. Like when you're in that like fucking social like that. Like why? I don't know. Maybe I feel like he's just jerking off in front of us right now. He's a gooner.
The money you donated is tax exempt. It means you can donate more money to charity, as Brandon Herrera says.
It's a pretty shitty thing to do.
Or you can keep it and use it to jerk off or something.
Do? Well, for me, it's like
the more money you can write off, the more money you can keep from the government and spend it better, putting it toward more charity.
The money that
How can you be the CEO of a company, a serious businessman who knows his shit, but you don't understand basic accounting?
You want to talk about social battery? Like 7 is when I get up. I got to be in meetings every fucking day.
You get up at 7?
My work day doesn't end until like 4 p.m. That's when I get like a chance to open up the Premiere Pro project file for the video, and I get to work on that, and then I get to upload that a day later. Like I don't believe in.
What the fuck is he talking about, dude? Sorry. He runs his own business, but he's also Twitch streaming at the same time. But he's getting up at 7 in the morning to get to his job by 9 to be done by 4. What kind of a CEO works 7 hours a day and has time to stream, record videos, edit his own video? This doesn't make any sense. None of this makes sense. Dude, he's literally just telling people who I guess have also never worked a real job before in their life that he has ever worked a job of his life. This guy doesn't work any real job. He's just saying things that make him sound cool. Yep, I don't write my charity off. I'm a cool guy. I don't write my charity off. What the fuck is this?
Days off. Like I literally can't believe in a day off. Like I'm always like jittery because I'm like I want to do work. Like I really do like enjoy doing work. Like any day that I don't feel like I do my job, fucking cry about it. I'm like, this fucking sucks.
What the fuck are you talking about? This guy's a lazy baby. I'm telling you right now. There's no fucking way.
He works till 4 p.m. every day and cannot take a day off. However, he seemed pretty happy to take a day off to watch a video game commercial from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on a Thursday.
I love to read comment sections in videos. That is probably the best part of doing YouTube content creation, is reading the comment sections.
How the fuck do you have time?
Of what a video has to offer. You know, as a content creator, the coolest thing is like when you see like 1,000 comments on a video, because I'm somebody that like...
That's just 1,000 people I get to ignore. Sorry, I read some stuff sometimes, but I try not to because it's not really productive, you know.
Lurking internet forums and just reading internet discourse, right? Especially when it comes to topics I enjoy. So when you read 1,000 comments, you're like, all right, shit, let me line up and get ready, boys. Let me read that shit all day.
Wait, hold on, I'm sorry. So you have time to run your business where you work 9 to 4 every day. Crazy. Live stream stuff, record videos, research videos, record videos, edit the videos yourself, and then be on Reddit all day and Twitter all day, and then also read all your comments for every single YouTube video every day. Okay. Yeah, I definitely believe all these things. These are definitely true. My uncle used to own a deli. He basically worked like 12 to 14 hour days every day of the week, and he had every other Sunday off. Also, he does day trading. He wakes up in the morning and spends a couple hours doing day trading. I forgot to add that one. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Great stuff, Mutahar. Why lie about these things? This is so strange. This is just fucking strange fucking behavior to lie about these things so much. This is from fucking, this is just fucking strange.
This guy has a wife, he's a CEO, he works 9 to 5, and he uploads daily. How do you have the time to read YouTube comments from random people? Check this out.
You should be an upstanding, good citizen, okay? I wake up, I do my job, I come home.
Many of the instances...
What is happening with the fucking smoke alarm? I'm so confused.
This is where Mutahar says YouTube isn't his job, are from videos where he rants about how unstable YouTube is as a job because of their never-ending policy changes. These things supposedly don't impact him. He does YouTube to relax, but he's always obviously upset in these videos. He consistently paints himself as a hard worker.
It sounds like you worked really hard in high school. You're talking about taking night classes, doing community service, like side jobs on the side, like...
Yeah, that's obviously fake. Again, everything that we've seen so far, Mutahar's a big faker. Also, can we stop pretending that it's cool to be a hard worker? I can work hard. I am an Eagle Scout. I worked really hard. I know how to work hard. I remember demucking a lake to be able to come and order the Arrow member. I remember fucking doing campouts once a month. I've worked jobs where I've had to fucking haul ass and do this and do that. You want to know what, dude? I'm lazy as fuck. I don't want to work hard. I can work hard. I'm very good at working hard. I don't want to work hard. All right, my policy, I go into my job, when I used to work at my job, I do this now. And I would try to come up with as efficient of a system as possible to minimize the amount of work I did every day. That was what my job was. It doesn't matter what the job is. I try to make sure I do it as efficiently as possible. I get the work done at a solid enough quality for my boss to leave me the fuck alone, and also maximize my sitting on my ass time. And I did a good job at that. Okay? Oh, you got soft hands. Yes! I got the money too, bitch! I want to make money, and I want to have my hands be soft. I want nice, soft hands, okay? I'm not trying to rub my fucking wife's nub off with sandpaper. It's cool to take pride in working hard, but Mutahar is faking working hard. That's from what I see. So that he could seem cool. It's not cool to work hard, okay? It's unfortunate. All right? So I'm just doing what I got to do, getting my work done, keep my boss off my back, and then I'm fucking sitting down on my phone. That's what I used to do. But you know what? I can work hard, but I can't work Mutahar. It's just so fucking stupid. I hate people who are like that. You got soft hand, brother. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. You know what I did? I got to work by 6:02. I worked until 5:59 a.m. the next day. I do 24-hour days every day, 8 days a week. I got a lifted Ford F-150 truck, fully maxed out. 70% interest. What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck are we talking about, dude? Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, it's blurred. I'll help you understand.
He has this insane
Let me help you understand, idiot.
work ethic, but he's also curious about how Destiny can get so many things done.
I noticed that you do like a lot of canvassing. Like you actually go out of your way. You've launched your own like podcast with like other people to bridges, and it's like, what is next really? Like, how do you kind of manage all that too? That's the other big thing that I kind of wanted to come into, because it's like it really feels like you're a one-man show, but you're doing like a lot of shit, and you're managing it pretty well.
Wait, this is actually so funny. That actually is a really wait. This video is pretty good. That's a really good catch. Because Destiny does do a lot of stuff. All right, we don't have to have a whole moral conversation. Destiny does a lot of work. He does a lot of stream work. He's on a stream for a very long time. He has like podcasts. He does political canvassing. He does a lot of stuff. But according to Mutahar, he does more stuff. He's a CEO of a business. He's a YouTuber. He's a streamer. He's a researcher. He's an editor of his own stuff. He's a recorder of his own stuff. He fucking day trades. He does everything. He's fucking owns 7-Eleven. He owns a bunch of properties. How the fuck could you not imagine a world where he's getting everything done if you're apparently working fucking 25 hours a day, 8 days a week? It doesn't make any sense.
Destiny's too lazy to cook for himself. He's not a workaholic with an excessively tight schedule he can never pull back. If Mutahar's stories about himself are true, he should not be impressed by Destiny at all. Mutahar also often claims that he's an immigrant and equates that to him being poor or his family being poor. He will say his
Does he? I've never seen him do that before.
Father had to go through medical school twice, not recognizing the privilege of being able to go through it even once. You don't need to come up with all these hardships.
I mean, I don't know.
You've been through. Everyone
You have to show me that for me to believe you.
can already see your life is a struggle. You're not white, and you still can't say the N-word.
Okay, that was kind of funny.
He's got this other laugh about not buying anything expensive.
Very rarely am I trying to pay full price for any of this computer crap. You don't need to, all right? I don't overspend
What's the name of that video? My setup tour. Okay.
my money on crazy computer chairs. I think whatever I can get at Costco fits me fine enough. As far as my peripherals go, I have some SteelSeries headsets, keyboard.
My chair's like fucking $500 because my ass hurts so much from Lazy Boy, and it does not really help. So I got this butt pad, this extra large butt pad that actually does pretty good. So
boards and a Logitech mouse, which I think is really awesome. If anything, I overspend on my monitors.
He's so frugal.
I got 100. My monitors are $130 each. Not bad from Costco.
But he also owns a luxury diving watch worth almost 10 grand.
Oh yeah, haven't him and Nicholas Diorio talked about watches before, like owning them?
If you have an easy life because you were born to a rich family, just enjoy it. If you're rich, just enjoy being rich. Improve your production value. Get some acoustic treatment. Get some monitor arms.
This weird little LED stick is actually a monitor stand. It takes so much fucking space on the desk, man. Monitor arms that can hold, so whatever. Super ultra wives aren't that expensive. Okay.
Show your audience that if you work hard and succeed in life, you can have nice things. Why not? So, was Ethan Klein right all along?
I upload every day, and YouTube's not even my job. I was like, shut the fuck up, bro. But like, yes, it is. Shut up, bro.
I'm not going to claim that Mutahar has absolutely no jobs beyond YouTube, even though the things he says about his business are very vague and inconsistent. However, he has definitely been lying about being an engineer for a decade, benefiting from the prestige, the authority, and the credibility that comes with that label. You don't call yourself an engineer dozens of times without specifying you're talking about programming jobs you did 10 years ago. He's clearly mostly just a self-taught tech enthusiast, not
which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
An engineer. He's seen as a cybersecurity expert or as a cybersecurity engineer, as he called himself.
This is why, as a cybersecurity engineer...
But when he assisted Nuxtaku in tracking down the V-Shoujo swatter, he fell for a basic social engineering trick, where the swatter, who was a minor, pretended to be one of Nux's fans who knew the swatter in real life, and fed them a bunch of bogus information.
Isn't that the phishing part of the hacking?
I appreciate the random fan who was in that Discord server that actually contacted me and reached out to me about this stuff. Oh my god, you guys are legends, honestly.
V-Shoujo's cybersecurity expert knew this was bullshit. The cybersecurity engineer did not. Mutahar doesn't.
I don't even know what the fuck that's referring to, but that's funny.
Do drama.
I'll take your word for it.
Content anymore because it's all needless negativity, and YouTube isn't his.
Well, he doesn't do it anymore because he is like he's a kind of a bitch. Here's the thing, it's okay, you don't have to do drama stuff, like whatever, you know what I mean, but like he doesn't do it because he started to become ingrained in the controversy, and now all of a sudden he's too good for it.
Job. However, he's still weighed in.
He engineered a story about being an engineer. True.
On the pirate software drama, after videos about it began going mega viral. What insight is Mutahar, the computer engineer who knows all of this shit, going to weigh in with?
What the fuck?
What insight is Mutahar, the computer engineer?
Why is there a World of Warcraft insert? What is this? Is he fucking psyoping us into like weird? It's like psyoping us into weird shit. He throws a bunch of fucking weird smoke alarms in there at some point for whatever reason, bro. Actually, he this guy's weird. This creator of the video is weird. The only reason is because like he threw a bunch of smoke detector, flashed it on the screen a few times, which is like the joke is usually that like black people have their smoke alarms go off all the time. And it chirps, and so I feel like he was calling him something there, maybe a little racy. And then this guy made a little bit of a joke about how Mutahar's not a white guy, but he still can't say the N-word. So I was like, okay, that's a little cheeky. And now he's throwing pirate software there. I feel like he's throwing us a bunch of fucking, like crazy shit, like just fucking psyoping us in the middle of this fucking video, and just like fucking with people. He's just like throwing it like hidden disses at Mutahar.
Engineer who knows all of this shit going to weigh in with.
No. Right now, as a video editor, I do more engineering now, so back-end programming for effects work. I'm working on a new codec for video right now for H.265, so we can actually transmit better video quality at higher resolution.
H.265 is a codec. This phrase makes no sense, but Mutahar's programming coders, he would be incredibly advanced. I don't know what any of this means.
I'm actually doing something which I want to sell to Microsoft at some point later on. Yeah. So I've been designing AI toolset that basically you can inject, hopefully, into like video tools, and this is gonna be like video games or whatever, right? So it's like, let's say that Microsoft backwards compatibility, right? So I had this tool idea. This is kind of what I got going in my head. So I had this idea, and I hope to one day sell it to Microsoft, right? So what I do is, since I have a really good video background, right? I've been designing neural stuff around it. So what I want to do one day is, you know how Microsoft has backwards compatibility, right? So would it be really fun if I could design a way that Microsoft could take the textures in their video games, right? Yeah. So they could take the textures mapped in their video games and find a way to AI upgrade them. So like basically use a fucking photo AI, like basically use an artificial intelligence that can scan across, you know, all these textures and just fucking upscale them to like 4K, 8K, whatever they want to go to, and make games look better without needing, you know, developers to make it better, right?
I don't know what that means. I didn't comprehend a single fucking word that what is he trying to say? Is he trying to say you can go back to older games and use AI to upscale the texture packs that they have? I don't understand.
That could be an idea for me. It sounds simple on paper. Obviously, it's very, very, very fucking time-consuming to make it even as effective as you want.
He knows how to program video encoders. He knows graphics APIs and
he threw more pirate at us.
AI tools in 2019. What does he know in 2025? What can he add?
One of the code bases that we're looking at over here is this falling particle. Now, there's a lot of numbers that are being dropped in here, and one of the things that you'll tend to see in Pirate Software's code is magic number abuse.
Nothing unique, nothing new.
Isn't that just the same thing that Coding Jesus said?
Nothing that Coding Jesus didn't say in his video, which Mutahar keeps mentioning.
There's nothing wrong with having shit code, right? There's nothing wrong with being bad at it. I'm not a fucking great coder either.
So I'm actually doing
something which I want to sell to Microsoft at some point later on.
God.
But I'm also not claiming to be this crazy fucking guru hacker expert in the world.
Yeah, for the
oh my god, he just got himself pirate softwared. Bro, this guy was talking about how he's a fucking epic engineer that's designing new encoders and shaders, things I don't understand. Encoders and shaders so that he can go back and use AI to enhance textures, and he's gonna sell it to fucking Microsoft. He's gonna do all this other shit. Also, he's a day trader and an epic hacker. But he's not good at coding? This guy is so... Holy fuck, this is just crazy. This is silly. He made himself... He's not saying that? What are you talking about? He just said that. Shut the fuck up! Get out of here now! Sorry. Guys, loud equals funny. Listen. That's what he said. This is fucking crazy. This is fucking ridiculous.
Past 10 years you've been claiming to be an engineer.
Did you see that he banned the word engineer in his comments? I don't believe that, dude. There's no way that he did that. I think Mutahar actually did ban the word engineer. Oh, wait a minute. He didn't. That's false news because it's in his thing. Some ordinary engineers. Unless are these all full words? I don't really know how the thing works. None of these words are engineer by themselves. So maybe he did ban the word engineer. Who the fuck cares, honestly? Wait, what the fuck is this? Okay, let's get back to the video.
a computer engineer, a computer science engineer, a cybersecurity engineer. You fuck with code.
Dude, I'm a fucking computer
Yeah, I fuck with code as well, guys. I'm a code fucker. People don't understand that.
engineer.
I'm a YouTuber. Why are you asking me?
You do programming as a hobby, but when it comes to showing your knowledge, you only know the basics. Now you're here judging someone for inflating their credentials. At least Pirate Software.
I'm not gonna go comment it, guys. I don't want him to see it, guys. Stop. Guys, I don't want him to see the comment. I don't feel like commenting it, honestly. I don't really care.
Whereas lies didn't break the law. At least he actually worked at Blizzard for 7 years.
Again, you have an ego. You gotta be able to match it with the skill. And
Gotta be able to match it with the skill. You gotta be able to match it with the skill, guys.
Fortunately, it doesn't seem like that skill is all the way there, unless that skill is making a whole lot of spaghetti code. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just like if you dislike it, I'm out.
Man, what a great way to end a video.
Damn. I think Mutahar's worse. I think Mutahar's worse than Pirate Software. Because at least Pirate Software is just like full of himself. Like Pirate Software technically has the qualifications for what he's saying. He just sounds really fucking like he's just not as good as he says he is. But Mutahar is just making up qualifications. He's just making shit up.
Let's check out some of those comments. We love reading the comments from regular commenters like Mr. Obvious. I wonder what he's into.
Mr. Obvious says, my feel win, I might as well be all for. And then we see some lolly here, featuring some underage characters.
What the fuck's happening? What is this? What?
Here's two.
I'm totally blurring them out, but they look like 6-year-old girls getting raped. Underage character does not do a job. Okay, incredible.
2 more drawings of underage characters posted by Mr. Obvious. Kinda strange, isn't it? Mr. Obvious says boys heart emoji. And then underneath that, we can see a photo of
I'm with that. I'm with wholehearting boys.
An underage girl who is pulling anal beads out of her anus using her feet.
Okay. That's I don't heart that as much as boys personally, but
that's quite the talent.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me line up and get ready, boys. Let me read that shit all day.
Yeah, it said that Mutahar doesn't condone everything person who comments in his videos. But he probably should ban that guy, true. That was silly.
So, that was my appetizer for my upcoming video. Given his inconsistent stories, Mutahar is either lying about his job and business, or he tells really pathetic made-up stories about them to sound more interesting. Yeah. Once again, I am not a lawyer. It might not be illegal.
I am. I took a class that people that want to be lawyers have to take as well. It's called statistics. I'm basically a lawyer.
For Mutahar to lie about being an engineer, but by any reasonable definition, he is a
I took an ethics class. That's probably would have been better.
Total fraud. He has no computer engineering degree, or even
and hey, look at the way he scratches his arm.
Definition. He is a total fraud. He has no
what is that?
Computer engineering
degree. Oh, I'm sorry.
Even a computer science degree, but he still presents himself.
Why is it? This is
computer
weird.
Engineering degree, or even a computer.
Why does Dr. K look like he's mogging in Minecraft in this clip? Okay.
Science degree, but he still presents himself as an engineer, a computer engineer, or a computer science engineer. He is not trained in this field, and he is not employed at these roles. He is a self-taught hobbyist, a dilettante, not an engineer.
Is that a slur?
Despite admitting that he hasn't been an engineer in years, not that he ever was, he continues to introduce himself as one, letting his audience's imagination run wild and conclude him to be far more qualified than he actually is. It does not.
Mutahar should just commit to the bit. Here's the only way that Mutahar can get over these allegations is if he ignores the video and then starts opening every one of his videos saying that he's a new profession every single day. So if he's talking about like some guy and like a music guy doing something wrong, he's like, guys, I'm a professional orchestra guy, or you know what I mean, and just like really commit to the bit and just like be a complete fucking like meme. He's just memeing himself.
Matter that he seldom admits to
presenting engineer. Yeah. Presenting. This is so funny. Wait, this is the funniest thing ever. Presenting engineer. That's funny to me. It's probably not that funny, but it did tickle my fancy. But I don't know if you guys know this. I am a professional comedian, so it's actually okay if it's actually okay. So it doesn't matter.
Being a former engineer, or that he hasn't been an engineer in years. The bigger picture that he's painting to his audience is that he's a licensed, actively practicing engineer, which, based on his own statements, isn't true and cannot be true.
Max is the thinnest skinned bitch that I've ever seen when it comes to taking actual criticism on the platform.
This is rough, man. Oh, this is a beautiful picture of Mutahar, by the way. Look at this. We got like gold. God is smiling on us today. Isn't that so beautiful? It's so interesting though, because like there are a lot of people, I feel like big content creators who really just don't get any criticism or hate for a long time. And it makes them kind of feel a bit inflated in themselves, and then they get criticism, and then they go, I'm not going to do any comment. I'm not doing commentary on drama anymore. That's what they typically do. I don't know why I have Caleb Hammer up. I thought it was going to be Mutahar. But then they say that they're not going to do commentary or drama anymore. And then they almost immediately start doing drama. Oh, excuse me. They said they're not going to do drama anymore. And then they almost immediately start doing drama. Pirate Software 10 days ago. That's drama. Get the fuck out of here. You know? So, and then he had like an iDubbbz video from like a month ago that we saw. So clearly he's dipping his toes back. I saw it somewhere. Shut up. Just take my word for it. He's clearly dipping his toes back into like drama shit. Another Pirate Software video. He's just doing like low-hanging fruit drama. I swear there was a fucking iDubbbz video. Internal Affair iDubbbz from a month ago. Yeah, he's doing iDubbbz stuff too. But you notice that he's only doing the fucking slam dunks. I'm being serious. This is a real thing. This is a real fucking thing. He's only doing the slam dunks. Like, listen, I love the slam dunks. I love slam dunk commentary. Okay? Pirate Software is fun. It's slam dunk commentary. iDubbbz is slam dunk commentary. It's fun to do slam dunk commentary. But the problem is that when you only do slam dunk commentary, you're building an audience of fucking losers. And that's really what happened with Joey Swole, honestly. Like, him Hulk Hoganing picture was fine. Him referring to black people as colored was fucking crazy. He should have just ignored the hate. But like when all you do is slam dunk commentary, like easy, like, yep, obviously you're in the right on this one. This is a no-brainer. And the entire atmosphere thinks that it's okay too. And they're all like, yeah, you're right. You're not doing anything impressive, and you're filling your fucking head with lies that you're incredible. Right? Like, you need to, like, you're not building an audience of people who are willing to disagree with you over potential conflicts on like some of your takes at all, and you're getting yourself just like this engorged ego. And then the second that you get criticism, you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm gonna quit. I'm quitting. Right? Like that's what's happening here. That's why Mutahar is having, like, he's fucking starting to like spiral a little bit. He's like, I'm not doing this anymore, and because it's like he just does fucking slam dunk commentary. All right, guys, stop doing slam dunk commentary. Sometimes you gotta do something. You know, just disagree with your audience for fun. Sometimes, just for the sake of it. Just for the sake of it. Okay, have a based hot take. No, but seriously, like, you don't want to, because what ends up happening is like they stay away from some stuff that they normally maybe want to talk about because they don't want to like get controversy, and so they consistently do a pattern of staying away from stuff that like they know will get them in a little bit of trouble. You don't have to do it all the time, but like there's a few videos I'm scrolling through my own like feed on like a few videos, like when talking about like politics, like this isn't necessarily slam dunk. Like people, especially on like Twitter and like TikTok and and Instagram, people like cry about my political takes. Like whatever, this isn't slam dunk. This probably, a lot of this probably is. This one again, political stuff, not a slam dunk for me. I still like it. The Cameron shit, not necessarily. People get a little upset with my Cameron takes, right? Like there's a few videos. It's not every single video. This one's probably not a slam dunk. This was actually talking with like Roman Hawk. You know, people were like, they liked the conversation. Actually, the feedback was pretty decent, but. You know, it's a controversial figure, and I humanize that person. This one's not a slam dunk, right? So, you know, you can't just always do slam dunk commentary because you're just gonna like make yourself seem like you're inflating your ego. You're not generating an audience of people who are willing to disagree with you. You're just trying to be like the really squeaky clean guy, and then once you do anything wrong, people are gonna jump on you. And now it's like really is turning out. Somebody thought you had this air about you that was so squeaky clean and annoying to people because they can kind of sense the disingenuous nature of some of the things that you're saying, that somebody decided to do a fucking deep dive into this guy's past and uncovered that he's like a massive liar when it comes to his credentials, you know. So I don't know, dude, you're just being silly.
There is a way back from the mistakes that he's made.
You think the Joey thumbnail's crazy? Hope that's not what I wanted to open. I like it. You don't like the Joey Swole's thumbnail? I thought this thumbnail was great. Look at this thing. You know, you on one side you have Joey Swole saying the C word. Well, he said colored. I could say that. And then it's split down the middle. You got Hulk Hogan saying a different word, which is I can't say, you know. And then you got them behind each other, so you kind of know what the subject matter is. And I love this stuff. Now I thought this stuff was fucking great. I was fucking eating it up when I was making it. I thought it was so funny. I thought it was so funny. What did I say, dude?
It just involves being a man and taking actual criticism to account and realizing that, yes, your entire career was a lie. Maybe it's time to turn that around, but he doesn't really want to be doing that. He wants a win when he...
Dude, stop. I could say the term colored in context, okay? It's not as bad as the N-word, okay? Shut up. So, am I fucking canceled right now? Holy fuck.
Can't even carve one out.
Oh, shit. I still don't understand who this guy is.
He doesn't really want to be doing that. He wants a win when he can't...
There's this guy, Mutahar, Loner Box, Join, Insane, Hassan, Nature, okay.
Even carve one out.
Mutahar has been telling this lie for 10 years. This lie is almost too old for his friend Naxtaku to masturbate to.
Sorry, that one was funny. That's incredible.
Oh god, oh no, Mousy, what, you recognize these numbers?
What do the numbers mean, Mousy? What are
Censorship added link to a porn website is visible on the screen, and Naxtaku talking seems to recognize the comic is linked to based on its okay.
See, what, you recognize these numbers?
What do the numbers mean, Mousy? What do they mean?
What do they mean?
Click on it. Tell us.
Why the fuck is this thing's tits jiggling everywhere?
Oh.
I've never...
What the fuck? Who the fuck is this?
What do the numbers mean, Mousy? What do they mean?
What do they mean?
Is this that Iron Mouse person? What the fuck? We gotta do some deep diving here. This is a younger iteration of Iron Mouse, dude. What the fuck is this? Look at the way these things move.
I will only play Fortnite if I can get Iron Mouse skin. Maybe one day there will be an Iron Mouse.
What the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck is it? Bro, okay, listen. The other day I said something. I don't even care if it's Iron Mouse anymore. Why the fuck does it need titty jiggle physics, okay? And also, I saw the whole thing going on with like V Shoujo or whatever the fuck it was called, and there was a controversy where they were supposed to give like $500,000 that Iron Mouse raised to charity and stuff. And I said it then, and I'm just going to say it again because I feel like this is a fact now. The fact that every fucking VTuber is a weird gooner. Well, my gooner brain, shut the fuck up. That's exactly what they're doing. Nobody does titty jizzle. Fuck. Nobody does titty jiggle physics without trying to get you to want to jack off. Stop it. Okay? And this is what I'm saying. That $500,000 went to some kind of goon theory. There's some kind of goonery involved because every single person who creates or engages in or watches or views this type of degeneracy is a fucking degenerate gooner who spends all their money on fucking porn and hentai pillows and full-size hentai sex dolls with realistic feeling internal affairs. Some of them have even the boob holes. I heard. What? The boob holes. I don't even know who. Someone told this to me. The boob holes are like vaginas too? What the fuck? So that's where your money went. That's where it went. All these people are disgusting. All these people are disgusting, dude. I don't know who told me about the boob holes thing, but I heard that. I read it in a magazine. I read that in a magazine. Let's move on.
Tell us.
I've never even pondered the thought that we could have lolly and Guro and bondage all in one thing.
That's incredible.
Amazing.
Oh my.
Thank you, Nuxtaku, for uttering those words.
God.
On the topic of recklessly allowing the audience's imagination to run wild, what do you think about this clip?
Oh, what? Bro.
I don't even know what that was.
That was some kid just sent you a video of them shitting and then shooting a dog with a Nerf gun.
It's a funny coincidence.
Okay, incredible.
That the last time I reminded Mutahar about his own country's laws, it was about him watching cartoon child porn with Naxtaku, not realizing that in Canada, it fits under the legal definition of child porn.
Wait, you showed porn in those videos?
He tried to ignore it for months. But then Hassan Piker drew attention to my video. Mutahar panicked, and he threw Naxtaku under the bus while obfuscating his own culpability. The hit piece didn't land, so they settled everything in private, and still lie about what happened.
Damn.
Why did Mutahar make a 40-minute hit piece where he condemned someone over and over again? No reason. It was just a goof. And oopsie, he's not hiding anything. There was nothing incredibly immoral and disgusting that he was aware of and tolerated for years. Something he would condemn any other person for. But in this case, he swept it all away. They also were not the only ones who knew about it and stayed quiet. The truth will soon be revealed. Remember to subscribe to see it when it drops.
Well, shit.
Next time, things are going to be a little bit different.
What the fuck?
Gonna be a little bit different.
All right, that's incredible. But in the reverse way. Rape mode off? Is he gonna turn it on? That's a little insane, bud.
One more thing.
Personally, I would have probably left the smoke alarm beeps and the rape mode thing out of the video. Just so it's a little more palatable for people that are not fucking crazy. Personally, that's just my personal. That's the only thing I would criticize about the video. Maybe take some of that stuff out. It's a little crazy, bro. This was like a really good video showing that Mutahar is Mutahar is probably lying about his credentials, but the end of this video is fucking disgusting. Like, that was insane. He literally is trying to signal boost your ability to be able to dox Mutahar, and that's fucking wild.